Day YouTube, this is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Come across this article researching IIPR. I just did a video on IIPR. It's a MJ REIT. I've talked about it numerous times here on the channel. This is what it looks like. So I'll link that in the description. Ticker is IIPR. And that video got to be too long, so I just wanted to make a separate video, and then I found another MJ play that's kind of interesting. So, but this is 2 MJ stocks to buy in 2021 that could make you rich. And as you follow my channel, you know this is one of my favorite ones here. Even if you're into REITs, this is a good one to look at. And if you're into MJ, this is another good one to look at. So again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You'd have to do your own due diligence, but it does give a dividend, and it has been a growth stock for me. So go ahead and watch that video as well. Multiple state MJ operator Columbia Care, I hadn't heard of this one yet, are expected to have big revenues this year. And as you can see, this is just dated the 13th. Last year was a watershed for MJ stocks, with several states legalizing MJ sales in some form, but 2020 has been even more potential. New Jersey will soon roll out adult sales, and there's good possibility that New York, facing a $4 billion budget shortfall, will legalize adult use sales, making it the second largest MJ market behind California. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has said in the adult use sales would produce more than $300 million per year in taxes. So right there you have it. Once a lot of these states get a taste of that tax, it's just gonna explode from there in regards to other states becoming legalized, because once you get a taste of that tax money, it's hard to not have it any longer. So it's you just want it to keep growing, and so that's how I look at it. It's another catalyst behind the MJ stock. So also Pennsylvania and Connecticut could follow New York's lead, with the governor of both states already pushing legalization that would clear the way for adult use sales. IIPR, and so like I showed you, you can buy this one on Robinhood or any pretty much any platform. This one, Columbia Care, is over the counter, so I recommend Fidelity. If you can't buy it there, they're a little bit more conservative. Try Fidelity, or if you can't buy it on Fidelity, try TD Ameritrade, but you're going to be paying a commission with TD Ameritrade. Are different types of MJ stocks, and sharing one thing: expectations for explosive revenue growth this year. Based on record numbers last year and the company's own forecast, the 2 stocks have done well, but are off their 12-month highs, providing an opportunity for investors to make a lot of money by buying now and holding on for the ride. We've already went over IIPR. You can watch the link in the description that kind of goes over IIPR, but it's had some great growth. The stock is up over 123% in the past 12 months, and like I said, it does give a, since it is a REIT, it does give a dividend. This kind of goes over some information of between IIPR and Columbia Care, and you can kind of see the action that it's had since April of 20 through today. So IIPR and Columbia Care, so 98%, 39%, so they've had pretty good growth. So like I said, I hadn't heard about Columbia Care. If you have either IIPR or Columbia Care, leave that in the comments. That would be interesting to know, and what your cost basis is. But New York city-based Columbia Care seems to be in the right place at the right time. The company expects to close on its $240 million deal purchase Greenleaf Medical in the third quarter of 2021, giving it even bigger presence in the mid-Atlantic states. Those are some same states that are just now beginning to come online for adult use sales. New Jersey has its approved adult use sales, and its legislature is still ironing out the regulations, setting off what is likely to be a row of dominoes as nearly state scurry for tax dollars these sales will generate. So could be a very good catalyst for Columbia Care here. So New York, Pennsylvania, and Maryland already have bills before their legislature to approve adult use sales. Virginia passed the adult use sale law in February, though it won't make it effective until 2024. All of those states already allow medical MJ sales, as do Delaware and the District of Columbia. The company is already in a solid position. Columbia Care shares are up more than 121% over the past 12 months, but down more than 20% over the past month. So just like it says, the sales are up, but it's also on a 20% dip, which always provides a fill in the blank, a buying opportunity. That's what I say. Closing at $6.13 a share on Wednesday. Pot stocks to be volatile, and Columbia is no exception. Nearly a year ago, it was trading at 78 cents a share and has climbed to a high of $7.89 last month before sliding back a bit to where it is now. So, like I said, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, but now would be a good time to look at this particular one. It's easy to be bullish on the future of MJ, particularly with companies that already show a strong revenue growth like these two. I think IIPR is probably a safer bet, yet is already turning a profit and has a decent dividend that rewards investors for their patience. And just like I said, it's already got a dividend, it's already profitable, just like what it says right there. So it's just kind of a buy and hold for me. So this is their actual website. You can see their dispensaries in all of those states. So this is, and once you get New York going, that'll be even bigger, and the states around it, just like the article said. Up until I found this article, I hadn't heard of this one. I'm kind of glad I found it, but this is their actual website. I'm not going to dive into it a whole lot. Goes over how to apply for a medical card. This is the locations. So the green solution. So it looks like they're growing, coming soon. Florida. So pretty much all the MJ companies that I cover are growing, and some are growing more than others, and that's why I've gotten into them. I'm just optimistic about all of them, and especially this is another thing, $100 million initiative, Columbia Care leading the fight against opioids. I've also covered some psychedelics that are pretty interesting as well. So if you're into those, you can find those in my library as well. And I'm surprised I haven't heard about this one. It's got a lot of talk. It's been in a lot of articles, Forbes, Bloomberg, Business Insider, all the major ones, news and media. So it's been kind of all over the place. Columbia Care reports record preliminary fourth quarter and full year 2020 results, issues 2021 guidance. This is just dated the 3rd. Strong balance sheet and more than $179 million raised subsequent to year end. Providing preliminary results for fourth quarter. Company is also issuing 2021 guidance. And feel free to pause and read the rest there for yourself. Expects a Q4 earnings will finalize Greenleaf Medical deals soon. This is just dated the 3rd also. Released preliminary financial results in the fourth quarter for 2021. The New York-based company expects combined quarterly revenue to hover 81.8 million. It's up over 234% year over year. That's why I look at a lot of these MJ plays. If you can get into them before they have that growth, you can make some money with them. You just got to be patient with these. Columbia Care says it achieved a positive adjusted EBITDA of 9.47 million in the quarter. So a lot of good growth with this one, and once New York does their thing, this one's probably going to explode since it's already in New York. Says that'll probably be their go-to, but for this company. Financial announces a 3.2 million drawdown by Columbia Care, just stated on February 1st. Again, this is found on the Globe and Mail. So I'm not going to go over this one. You can feel free to pause and read the rest there for yourself. It just kind of goes over some more financials about the company. Columbia Care earnings preview what to expect. This is just dated on the 14th. We'll be releasing earnings for the most recent quarter on March 16th. So Tuesday would be a day to watch. We'll release losses per share of 0.043. 7 analysts estimate losses of 0.043 per share compared to losses of 0.12 per share in the same quarter of the previous year. Wall Street is expecting the company to report 81.8 million, an increase of 253%. So 16th, Tuesday, should be an interesting day, so put that one on your calendar. Back to Reddit. Virginia's burgeoning. So nothing real here. 8 days ago, price to sales ratio, lowest to highest. Check StockTwits. Surplus vape oil from West Coast gets me a fine. This is good for legal biz. Cureleaf, I've covered that just within the last week or so. Columbia, Green Thumb, I haven't covered that one. And Cresco Labs I've covered here in the last week or two. So you can find all those in the library. Anytime I come across a MJ company, and I've had a couple requests to do them as well. I just did one on Oxley Sugar Made tonight, actually 2 on Oxley, and Tilray within the last couple days, and MindMed if you're into that one. Like I said, the psychedelics, you can find all those in the library. And this is just the article that we just went over, so. And just releasing a High Tide and, like I said, the IIPR video as well, so you can find all those in my library. But that is all that I have. I just wanted to point those out to you as well, the 2 stocks that to buy in 2021 that could make you rich. So once New York does its thing, Andrew Cuomo, and since this is based in New York, it should be a good thing. So. But that is it for this one. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and give that a big old Hulk smash, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when my next videos drop. And I've got a couple more in the works here for tonight, as well as the rest of the week. I usually drop about 2, 3, sometimes 4 a day, so that way you'll be notified of when those come out. But again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.